On the edge of a small town ran an old railway line that no longer carried passengers. The villagers said the track was cursed, that on stormy nights a train appeared without warning, silent, gleaming, and filled with empty faces staring through the windows. No one dared go near after dark, except two friends, Veer and Iqbal. They had grown up together, daring each other into every wild adventure, swimming across the swollen river, climbing roofs at night, sneaking into old ruins. But this train story was different. It wasn't just mischief, it was a dare against the unknown. One stormy evening, lightning clawing across the sky, Veer said, "Tonight we wait by the tracks. If the ghost train is real, we'll see it." Iqbal's stomach churned. "And if it takes us?" "Then it takes us together," Veer replied, his grin brave but his eyes flickering with nerves. They hid under the rusted signal post, rain soaking their clothes. Midnight drew close, and the air grew heavy, too quiet, as if the night itself held its breath. Then, in the distance, they heard it, a whistle, long and mournful, yet the station bell never rang. A light appeared on the tracks, not the yellow of an oil lamp, but a cold blue glow. The ground shuddered as a massive engine slid into view. Its iron was polished black, though no fire burned in its furnace. Through the foggy windows, they saw rows of passengers, faces pale, eyes hollow, staring out but never blinking. Iqbal's breath caught. "We should run." But Veer stepped forward. "No, we came for answers." The train slowed, though no steam hissed, no brakes screeched. Its door opened with a groan, inviting. Against every warning in his head, Veer climbed aboard. Heart pounding, Iqbal followed. Inside, the air was cold enough to bite. The passengers sat frozen, like statues. Then, as if on cue, their heads turned toward the boys. One passenger whispered, voice thin as wind, "Where are you going?" Neither answered. The train jolted forward. Outside, the town vanished. Instead, endless fields of mist stretched in every direction. Clocks ticked on the walls, but their hands spun backward. "Veer!" Iqbal whispered, clutching his arm. "This isn't right. We're not meant to be here." A conductor appeared, tall and faceless beneath his cap. He held out 2 tickets. One may leave, one must stay. The boys froze. Veer grabbed Iqbal's hand. "We don't play by your rules." The faceless conductor tilted his head. "Friendship cannot outrun fate. Choose, or the train chooses for you." For a heartbeat, fear nearly split them apart. But then Iqbal squeezed Veer's hand. "If one stays, both stay." Veer nodded. "We ride together." The conductor hissed, and the passengers leaned forward, whispering in unison, "Together, together, together." The walls shook, the lamps flickered. Then, with a deafening crack, the train screeched to a halt. The doors flung open, and the boys were thrown out onto wet grass. They scrambled up, coughing, and realized they were back near the signal post. The tracks lay silent, no sign of any train, only the echo of its whistle fading into the storm. In their palms, however, lay 2 scraps of paper, half-burned tickets with their names etched in silver. From that night, they never doubted the legends. But instead of fear, they carried pride. Because when tested, they had chosen each other over freedom, over fear, even over life itself. The village elders, upon hearing their tale, shook their heads in awe. "The train comes for the lonely," they said, "but friendship is a bond even shadows cannot claim." And though the railway line remained abandoned, villagers swore that on stormy nights, if you listened closely, you could hear a faint whistle in the distance, always followed by 2 voices laughing together, as if mocking the darkness.